Hello, and welcome back to the Bleeping Mechanic. Got another project today, not at the house, actually at work. And my friend, his truck's tailgate won't open. What we got is this. So what this is a 2015 F-150. It has the power lock, unlock, tailgate clicks. Handle sticks. So what happens is about every morning when he goes to use it, when he goes and has it locked from the day before, he comes out and unlocks it, he'll come out here, pull this, and the actual door won't open. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get into the tailgate itself and replace the handle, because first of all, that handle's sticking. So let's go ahead and start working on that. So the first thing we have is we have 8 Torx that we're going to take this plastic cover off. I believe they are T25s. All right, so now plastic cover is off, and those screws actually will hold down this cover plate. So we're going to go ahead and pop that cover plate out. There we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and lube all this stuff up. But as you can see, the issue here is actually inside here. This handle is hard to move, and when it's doing that, it's causing this to not open properly. So we're going to probably have to adjust this particular one as well. So to get the handle out, there's 2 nuts in there that are going to have to come off. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's the new one. So it's sitting in there like this. 2 little clips that it slides into, comes up, 2 studs. That's going to have the bolts on it, the nuts. See what size that is. Pretty small. I'm going to say probably a 10. Could be slightly smaller. 10 it is. Kind of annoying spot, so hopefully I can easily get to it. Yeah, they're pretty rusty. All right, I'm going to spray down some of these contacts with some penetrating oil. Give us all a little bit of lube. Lube never hurt anything. There we go. All right. Came off pretty good, pretty easy. All right. So now both of those are off. What we're going to do next is we're going to pop this clip out right here. There's a little tab here. Push that in, push down. Push the other side in. There we go. Now this has the camera on it, so it is going to have So the camera's on there. We're going to pop that clip off of that right here. So let's go ahead and pop that off. Actually, since we need to take the camera out, we're going to take that screw off right there. That is a slightly smaller, looks like. Might be a T20. So, a screw there. And then the whole camera. We've got a little clip on here somewhere. There we go. All right, out with the old. And as you can see, it's all gunked up in here. You pull that handle open and it just stays. So we're gonna have to take this off and reuse it on our new one. To take that off, just a little push pin. Pry these apart. There we go. Swivel the metal out of the way. Pull out the hook. The new one. Spray that down a little bit. Scrape some of that rust off of here. Oh. And then this will slide back in to this one. And then snap in. Oh, everything just fighting. There we go. All right. So now, old one is out of the way. All right, so now the old one's out of the way. The camera is kind of just flopping around down here right now. So I'll go ahead and reattach the camera to the new one and then slide the new one back in. I'm literally working out of the back of my truck. I don't have all my tools with me, so there's that. So I'm going to pull this out so the screw comes out and then it slides forward some. We might end up using that plastic there. I did find an extension that'll make putting this back together much quicker, much simpler. So I'm going to squirt this down just in case I got to thread that around, but I shouldn't need to. All right. Camera has a little bracket. Camera fits into this hole. The bracket slides back and then slides into a groove, and then this bracket pushes down and securely holds it. I'm going to use the original star-headed screw instead of the Phillips because I'd rather have the star bit. Get that started by hand. And I'm just going to run that all the way in, as you can see there. Nice and snug. There you go. Camera sitting in there good. So now we're going to go ahead and feed this back up. Make sure the plastic bar or the metal bar goes in there. The little tabs on the handle. And the screws just fell in. I'm going to go ahead and reinsert that clip. That's going to help hold this in place. So now we're back up on top, and I'm going to use now the extension with the socket. We're going to put our two screws that hold the handle back on. We get them started by hand, just so it doesn't fall in. Grab the other one. There you go. And if you recall what I was talking about, screw hole passes through right to the two screws in the bottom. So me swiveling my hands down in here, I won't have to do that on the way back in. A lot better. That's snug. 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 Much better. So one of the things that I'm noticing is this right here. This is the power lock. If this is in forward position, that's locked, and then it should fall back, and that's unlocked. And it's kind of gritty. So I'm going to spray it down and lube it up a little bit. Let's see how that works now. So that moved forward, and this should move back. There we go. Forward. That's much better. So I'm just going to keep spraying this and working this because definitely sticking. And you can see the orangish rust colored stuff coming off of it. I mean, it's gotten much smoother just moving this around a lot. So you can buy a replacement of this whole assembly, and that might be the next thing coming down the line. So, but I'm gonna work this a bunch with some penetrating oil. Make sure it's nice and free, which it is. Probably thinking you're wasting $20 and spray. Not 20 bucks. It's like $4. All right, I think that's pretty good. So that's working fine. And locked, unlocked, locked, doesn't work. There you go, like it. So now we're just going to reverse the process. We're going to put the metal plate back on and then the cover. And just as a final thing, I'm going to go ahead and spray down all this with penetrating oil. Keeps everything silent. All the spots where there's contacts. There we go. All right. All back together. So that should complete it. I'll have to wipe that down. Opens up nice. Handle goes down. I like that. So there you go, guys. Appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, I greatly appreciate a good thumbs up. That will help with the channel, as well as hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, you have a great day.